Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. We're gonna start over today. For one game, and only one game. Um, we are pretty much gonna start over on Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is gonna give you guys some place to get a full restart. And show you guys how Euro Truck Simulator 2. Um, what you would do if you got the game right out of the box. Um, and things that I would highly say that if you have all the DLC, which I highly recommend, there's two things that you're going to need to know. Is for one, as you know, um, I was watching some YouTube stuff. Um, but what you're going to do is if you have every DLC, you don't need to have you just need to have all the maps. You might need to have the cargo machineries and things like that for the game. Usually they have this game pretty much on sale, like, regularly. You can get this game for pretty much cheaper than what it is now. I would highly recommend that if you are wanting to just buy it outright fully, that's fine. But I would just recommend that you buy it on a cheaper whim. And you can get more, and you do not have to go out to the UK. You do not have to go out and play on the left hand side of the road or whatnot. I can do both. I can pretty much drive both sides on the American or left hand or right hand drive, whatever side it is. I just end up having to retrain my thoughts when I go in from Euro Truck to um the American side of um like if I'm going into UK and then I'm going into another country, it's just going to take me a little bit to retrain my thoughts to where I need to go. The only one that I do have the most where I do not pay attention to road markings is when I am at a port. Um, I I always forget about the ports. I always have a trouble with. Doesn't matter. I still have a struggle within this game. But anyway, um, now if you happen to have every DLC, this is for Bazite. This is what I'm using it on. But you can do this for Windows. You can do this for any distro or any place that you can run this game pretty much. I don't know about Mac, unfortunately. Um, I know about Windows. I know about the um, Linux because I have both operating systems here and I know how to do things. I am starting over on a brand new profile. I deleted all of my profiles, setting up all brand new because I have a bug and I am testing a thing right now up in a corner. So I'm just starting all over and making it a full Linux profile. I'll have a full Linux one and I'll have a full Windows profile. Um, for whenever I decide I want to play when I'm gone. American Truck, I don't have any problems with American Truck. But I do have problems with Euro Trucks, so I am doing this and seeing if there is any quote unquote problems. But anyway, enough um talking about what's going on with why we're starting a new profile. Um, anyway, if you guys want to see content, make sure you guys are followed here on make sure you guys are subscribed here on YouTube. YouTube is the best place you guys can always subscribe. Normally haven't been posting a lot of non-live content. I'm usually live pretty much daily. Um, I'm pretty much live on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, pretty much every day. Um, I normally am live in the afternoons, but I've been working on a game, so I haven't really had any instance of trying to come up and um, do things for the process um, in the game like this. But um, the thing is night streams right now lately have been Call of Duty. I haven't been doing any of the Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday streams because of copyright issues for Fortnite, because I want to play Fortnite. So the best way you guys can watch all of my content is being followed on the other two platforms down there as well. Um, anyway, let's get ourselves going. So what you want to do is once you have the DLCs that I do have minus, I'll show you guys what I mean. Um, what you're gonna need in order to actually even run the game remotely through American or any to run anything. Um, what you want to do is you want to go and buy this bundle right here. Okay, this is gonna give you all the map expansions here and cargo packs. You're gonna get these cargo packs you're gonna probably need. And then paint jobs, and you get some wheel tuning. You get some other packs as well. You'll get all of these paint jobs, which will be fine for it. I just highly recommend you get it. I do not have the paint jobs though. Um, and there's a reason why I don't. I'm also not have the farm machinery, which you don't need. Um, but it's ideal that you do have some of these things. You might want to have even farm machinery too, um, for it. You also are going to need the latest DLC Nordic Horizons in order to run the set. If you do not have Nordic Horizons, you will not be able to run this mod section. You need to have all of these mods. If you are running into for just for the sake of this, I'm also going to show you guys the American truck one um as well, the one that you can do with the mods that I have as well. You're going to see both of them, but I'm not going to go into both. I'm just going to show you that um then if you come over here to the American truck, I will show you that I am missing Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, Louisiana, missing Kansas as well. Um, and I'm also missing the Volvo construction equipment. Illinois, South Dakota, and British Columbia will be coming at some point. All of that, to get all of that, is this. Do not spend that much money. You can wait until you get a sale going on. They did recently have a sale where the game is literally $4, $5 that you can spend. You can drive in California, in another state. I think it's like Nevada or something to that extent. Um, for it, and you will be able to do some of the things I'm going to show you anyway. But I just wanted to show you both the American and the Euro Truck side of things and what I have for DLC stuff. So anyway, in here under whoops, where are we at? Hold on. I okay. Um 1.57. So if you're on Euro Truck, American Truck or Euro Truck, make sure you go to 1.57. Just to quick show you my stuff. I'm not gonna show you how to download or do anything. I'm just gonna show you what I use for American Truck. Right now, for the current setup, I do use the 1.5. I do not use anything more than um, the more city stuff. I do not use Reforma. I just follow, and then I use ProMods Canada, and I use 26 total mods. But the other one that I do use, okay, for my Euro Truck friends, for the people who love the Euro Truck. Let's refresh the page here. Okay, so they must be working on the site, because it's crashing for me. Okay, no, there we go. It's just taking forever for it to load. Anyway, I'm going to import a file. I'm going to import this one specifically. Okay. I use about 123 mods for this. I use all of Pro mods. I use these two here. I use the dark version map. I do not like the colored map. I also utilize that. There is one mod in here that I also do use. That is pretty much part of the Grand Utopia thing. But then we go to Europe. I use everything except for the House of Ostersund and Wales reskin. I do use Southern Europe. I do not use Kernel Cernial, because I was doing some testing. And then I do not use any of these. I do use ADG, but I do not use all of it. And then I do not use Project Sesco. Um, there is some known issues within the mod, so if you wanted to test these, um, I use Project Sesco. I will now be removing Australia from my list of stuff because there is traffic lights on wrong side of the road issues. Okay, that is whatever. Gogovo. I do not use this one. I do not use Pole Rush Map. Um, I do not use Invisible Wall in front of Plymouth. I do not Invisible Wall in front of Port in Plymouth. Okay, UK signage and other improvements. We're going to have to remove that one because of that issue. And then I do not use inroad between Frankfurt and Dortmund on Route 45. So basically what you want to do is we're going to have to remove, for the known issues section, we need to find the UK signage. I don't want to have any problems. So we'll apply that. Okay, that's going to remove one. And then I also, whoops, yes. And then I also need to remove, I'll keep the Ryland one. And I'm also going to remove Australia. We're going to remove Australia for this one as well. Okay? And we're going to tick all of these. Okay? Then I'm going to take and check Australia. And then I'm also going to go over to Europe and check the UK signage and other improvements to show you guys that this is what we're going to be removing, specifically on it. So let's go ahead and hit Control F. We'll look up UK. No, I said no. I said UK. UK. Jeez. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna remove those because of pretty much I am going to hold on. The mods active. Okay. Need to go and find UK here. UK signage and UK signage is not there. And I do not use the truck maps UK, but we're gonna add that in here now. Okay. Because we're gonna have to reset everything here. Okay. You know what? We'll just, we're just gonna do this. Here. Let's just clear everything that I use. We'll just clear it all out. Okay? To show you guys how to get this going and how to start your game. Okay, so we'll do all of this. Okay? All of this is pretty much gonna stay. I'm actually, since we're starting over, I'm gonna remove these as well. If it's not a pride skin, then I'm pretty much gonna remove it all. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do. So, when I hit confirm, okay, we're now going to show you guys, these are the mods that I particularly use from the actual default pro mods, everything that I use from these setups. So now if I already know that I am not going to be utilizing UK signage, and I'm not going to use Australia because we have a problem with that. We're just going to use these there. These are all the map mods that I am utilizing here. Okay, we are going to, yes, exit the mod manager. Okay, we are going to, okay, we're going to go to creating, change the career, yes, we'll delete you, okay, I should, we're gonna delete the entirety, and I'm just going to call that driver's name. Particular one I'm going to go with, we're just going to pick a random driver. Okay. Okay, this is where I'm going to connect you my account, so give me a second. Alright, so we're back within here. We have 0 mods active. Okay, now we are going to start by activating the 22 mods. Pretty much show only the Steam Workshop, where you're pretty much going to need all 3 of these. Okay, we're going to need the red barriers up above. Okay, need the SL Mega Skin. Okay, I think actually what we need to do is we're gonna build this going backwards. Let's start over. Okay, we're gonna build this going backwards on the map. So pretty much, basically, we're gonna clear all of these. So this is how you would do a mod setup for it. Okay, I already have all of these installed. If there is an updated, we will check the updated. We'll check our files as we go. But mostly, I don't think I'm going to have any issues. So, basically, it's going to not take me no. I'm taking P. No, hold on. Do we not have? Oh, it's only showing Steam Workshop items. Okay, so Indo. Okay, so we're going to follow its models 1, 2, then map DEF. Okay, then as you go, you're going to want to download these here, but I'm just needing to recreate CT, no, CT. Okay, so now, pretty much, basically, I need to be looking for trailer, hold on. Okay, found it. CTMTV2. Is it V2 then UI? No, it's UI then V2. And then FM mod right there. Then we need the truck dream road fix, truck dream road sign. Because I know both of those. Okay. Then we need to find okay. So we need to find the mod test. No, we've got mod test 1.5. But then we also got, which one? It's mod test, this one here. Okay. Then we need the mod 1.55. Okay. Mod UI. Oh. I need mod. We also need mod test for the other one there as well. So we'll just go down by one since we missed a mistake. Then, we need AI. Okay. We do have that right off the bat. If we find the other one, mod AI. Okay. Then we go to Roads of Chattanooga. Beyond our Roads of Chattanooga fix. So what we can do is we will type in Roads of Chattanooga fix. Okay. Okay. We need Roads of Chattanooga traffic fix, then the Truck Dream Road RC. So traffic fix and then Truck Dream Road. Now we need to go into Pro Mods. So now we need to type in the Great Steppy Assets and then DEF. Okay. And then you want to look for the extended roads. Now I have both the old extended, but you need to make sure you look for the version number, version 0.14. Okay. Then we have Pro Mods. Then you need the actual Pro Mods. Now Pro Mods is the only one that you're gonna need. Like most of these, you will have to have Pro Mods. Do not expect to be not being able to run Pro Mods. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Literally follow all of those right in that order. Okay. Extended roads has been added. Then you're going to add the Middle East package. Okay. Pro Mods, Assets, then DEF, and then Project Palestine right there. And then you need the extended roads. So then we'll type in extended roads here. Okay. Then, after you get the extended roads, you want Syria. I do have a lot of these. Syria. Okay. Then we need the Maldives. And then we need Project COM, Project Comoros. Okay, so now we need to type in Africa. Okay. We need the West African map, Africa extended, then West Africa RC extended. Then we need models 1, 2, DEF for Horns of Africa. Okay. It takes a lot to really go through and create the mod structure. It's going to take a while because of the nature of all of this. Make sure that you guys are going through this. You will probably see a thing where I'll probably either speed this up or I will jump cut to showing you guys the whole area of jumping from here to showing you guys all the mods installed, or just speeding it up so you guys can kind of see that, or you guys might just hear me continue to keep talking about it. So we'll see. And so basically the Heart of Africa assets, and then Heart of Africa. Then we need Beyond. Okay. Now remember, all of these I'm not going to show you how to pretty much. Whoops. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So anyway, like some of these, like important, you will need to extract the contents, for it, and stuff, and you might not, fix some of these things. You might not be able to get the full thing done. Whoops. Roads Beyond. Alrighty, guys, so we're back. as you guys probably know, we're all the way got all of this done. Um, I am going to backtrack on my Australia thing. I might put Australia back in, but I don't think I'm going to because there was a small portion in Australia that did not allow for any vehicle to get up there. So I'm just not going to do it anyway. Um, I know Australia. I know I'd like to have Australia in the game, but anyway. So here's some more. Here's the biggest important thing you need to really pay attention to. Okay, this is the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys before we add these four here. Additional mods go here. These are where all of your non-map mods, okay, that you are utilizing need to go here. When you click the download, it will show that there's a couple of things you're going to really need to do. Okay? Map combo pre-setup information. It's important to create your profile to complete the first job without any mods. You can use profile jumpstart if you want, then save and exit to launchpad if you are going to add your map combo and additional mods. This is probably what's going to happen, but I didn't do it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. I did this before. With that, I could probably maybe um the if you're on a lower end PC, you probably might want to start thinking about reducing your mods. I would say for it. Um, okay. So now, what you will need to do is once you have gotten that set up, you need to go to the config c go to the config CFG file. Okay, the folder is located for Windows users. It's located in C Documents Game. However, in Linux, navigating to your games documents folder. However, in Linux, you will go to your Dolphin for this. You will go and you'll look up the file. Um, to be honest, it would normally would show up probably here in the documents folder. Um, but it's not here in your documents folder. As you can see, all of this is just basic profiles that you can try and see what's going on, but there's nothing here you can change. So, what you want to do is to finding your American Truck Simulator, your American Truck or Euro Truck Simulator. It is going to be in your home, user, local, share, and then Euro Truck Simulator 2. For that, if you're going to do the Proton version, it is located here. Okay? Um, and you want to make sure that you go and you put your mods into the mod folder here. But when you come down here, all the way down here to config.cfg, you want to open that up. Okay, it's going to open up into Kate. For you, you might want to right click and open it into, for Windows, you want to right click, open that up into the notepad. And then hit Control F, look for page size right here. Set the R buffer page size to 50. Okay. Once you have that done, just save it. I already have it saved. Then you can go in and launch options. Okay. Best options on the best options based on amount of RAM. You want to have it set up for me. I set it up for I think I actually have 32 gigs. Let me check that real quick. Okay, yeah, I would use the 32 gigs since I have 32 gigabytes. So you would want to hit Control C, and then you want to go in to closing out your confirm these changes here. Okay, we're gonna quit out the game. Okay, to order to do launch options, you want to go here to settings. Okay, manage properties. Go into your betas. If you are unsure, you can hit betas and these will show up. You can go as far as back as you would like. I would recommend you stay on the 1.57 though. Um, for this, unless you are working on compatibility. General settings. As you can see, you want to go into launch options. Okay. And then you want to click on and paste that into here for it. If you're running this on another system, you might need to run it for 64 gigabytes of RAM. Don't know about the 64. Use 32 for it. Um, DX11. That's just gonna make sure it renders in DX11. If you are using Proton, I'm not using Proton. I'm using Linux based for it. You can run the options. Okay. Okay. Render device. It's not gonna. Our render. You can take that out if you're on Linux, because it's always gonna render in OpenGL. For it. So you might as well just remove the graphics render engine part of it, but I'm not. Um, Now, once you have this, this is where you want your additional. Your maps go here, trucks, trailers, paint jobs, cargo, AI, tuning, UI, physics, sound, graphics, loading, and background map. Those all need to go in this particular order. We do not have any trucks or trailers, any custom trucks or any custom trailers. We do have paint jobs. So let's go back into loading into this. Um, and then you go into your mods. Okay. Um, and then we are going to go into Steam Workshop only. Okay. I'm going to put in the Hatsune Miku skins. I'm going to put in all the Pride skins. Pride skins as well. Skins. I'll put in the Racing Miku. Because I'm going to use Miku when I can possibly use it. And I'll throw you in there as well, because I can. I'm going to throw in all of my trailer skins. These are all the skins that I particularly use. Because I want to make sure that I'm not going to do the White Swan though. LGBT trailer. Lovely. Okay, so now paint, it's just the paint jobs. Japanese skin. Okay. Now, then, after you've gotten all your paint jobs, you look for cargo. Okay, I don't have any cargo mods. I do not have any AI traffic mods. I do have some interior stuff, so we will put the SL Mega Pack, and the Huawei P Lite is going to be gone though. I'm not going to use it. Okay? That's how you have the setup. I'm not using I used to use the real companies. I do not do that anymore. This is a video game after all. This isn't real things. Then we have UI and other things. Now, UI/other, I don't think I have any UI changes. Okay. We do not have any other UI changes. So then we go into physics. Now, of course, physics and sound pretty much don't have any of those. We'll do music. Music sound there. Then we'll do graphics/weather setup here. So we will put in the realistic, brutal sound graphics and weather. Not that one. We need this one. And then better raindrops, pretty much, basically. And then I think I use the better realistic, brutal graphics and weather there. And then I set up that. I don't know real dense traffic lights. I'm not for sure where those would go. Let me check. Would that be considered... I'm just going to consider that below the sound stuff, so I'll just put it there. And then the barrier, better visibility will be up on top. Okay, then you're going to go in, okay? Now, within that, once you have it all done, you go back to your international setup, and then you will add in the original loading screen. Okay. Now we're going to need to take this off load. Okay. And then we go to the ETS2 background. So now we're going to need to go to background. Now of course there's a dark version, but we're going to use the Grand Utopia one that's there. Then we have and I need to type in color. Okay, I use the default SCS road colors. I do put them here for above the Dark Grand Utopia Plus. This is where I put it above everything else because of the way that the map sets it up. And then I do full screen maps right up there. The full screen map should be 1.01. Okay. And it should be 2.61 for for 2.6. Okay, so we're at 2.6 for this. So you're gonna we're gonna need to update you, because we're in 2.61, not we're behind one setup. We're behind one. So make sure you double check all of your file introductions into the games itself. Okay. Make sure that when you do, I didn't do it this time. I will go through and double check. I will go through and double check everything through here, just to make sure that I'm not missing any updates. There was an update to that. This was also updated to 1.68, but I already am here. If we go down here, this one here is 1.29, and this one here is 1.68. So it's just that the Grand Utopia map needed the update, and I do have that. Now I have a whole bunch of stuff in my downloads folder. I need to clean it out, but that's only okay. So then we're gonna need to extract here. Okay, unzip me, and then I take and copy. I will actually take and move these over right here into the Linux folder, and then I will take and move them into the mods folder, and overwrite both of those. It shouldn't take long to finish. I don't know if I should delete them or if I should overwrite them. You should probably maybe delete the files and then just go through it, but I overwrote them. So now you should be at, like me, if you followed everything that I use, you should be at 163. I am going to remove the difference light changes, the differences. I'm going to remove that because I don't think that's going to be any good. So now, down here, we're going to start a new career. DLC extra, you can click start career. And it's gonna try to sign into your profile. If you have a World of Trucks profile, you probably should get a World of Trucks profile. Use controls. We'll do Steam input, in-game mapping mode recommended. We'll start with that. I go with simple automatic because I am utilizing we'll finish the wizard because I am utilizing the Switch controller for this run to show you guys that it's going to take you a little bit of time to go through this. Now you can start your career without having to it's going to take a little bit of long time to load, but having a World of Trucks account is your best friend. Your World of Trucks is going to be pretty much what you want. I don't want to say you shouldn't, but you should. If you're going to be constantly updating files or playing your game, and you're just doing this without the mods, you will be fine to play this game to your heart's content, update anytime you want. If you just have things, I am only doing this quickly for this run to start with, because it's basically that way. I forgot to put in my own trucking logo that I have set up for things that I use in the game, that once we do get we will be able to run the game pretty much safely and effective run throughout all of this. To be honest, American Truck Simulator, you follow the same way that you do with American Truck that you do with Euro Truck. Now you have a whole host of places where you can start. Now, I'm not going to start here because I had an issue with it. I am going to still start over. I want to start over in another I want to start in over here near Finland. Either in Finland or Norway. I want to start maybe where there's a port. Let's start over in Norway. Okay, we're going to my favorite truck within the game. I have played with every single version of the truck preferences. I have used the Scanias. I have used pretty much the I absolutely really like the electric SBEV. They are starting to slowly get into working with that. Aero Globetrotter XL. We have a lot of Volvos. We have the DAF trucks. I used to go with, my favorite truck used to be the MAN trucks. But I've kind of really changed. What I have really changed a lot. You know what? I have not ran around with an electric vehicle in the game. We'll start. I don't need to walk through the tutorial. I already know how to run the game. I already know how to do things. If you're wanting to know where to put your music, if you're wanting to know where to put your music, okay. I always like to do the play it safe option, where I know how to drive a vehicle and park it into a safe position. But I never really show the results. Okay. I have a logo specifically. We're just gonna stick with this one. Okay. Gonna be Maddie's Trucking. I did not capitalize it. I probably should have, but it's okay. It's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you don't have anything to park here yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Enough for you to be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from there. Good luck. Now, of course, you can do this. Advance further in your career to unlock the bank. All we got right now is quick jobs. So I'll take you for it. So this is how you get things set up, guys. This is how you get everything done and properly done in a setup. For everything you need to do, you will need to start leveling up your truck and start leveling up yourself in order to do a lot of things. Just pay attention to when you have to get things delivered. So, we're going to save our game under a new save. Today, it's just going to be called, I always like to call it 1/22 2026. I always call it based on the date that is saved. I usually will do it whether it's live or not. If it's not live, I will put not live. If it was a live stream, I will put it there so that we can know when we last played, what was I doing, and how I am doing things for it. So anyway, let's go to title screen. We need to, any unsaved progress will be saved. We need to go and look up there, and then I'm also going to put my trucking logo right there. Okay. Go X here. Edit my career profile. We just need to change the trucking logo. Okay, that's the confirm. Edit career. Nah. Alright. Then you can click your continue your career. I don't know, I think there's Okay, I need to go to company. No. Like, you can get used trucks out there if you'd like. Um, right there. I don't get why it shows that whole thing, but it's whatever. It's gonna be like that. Um, and so now you can officially change your skins. Um, of course, we are doing some testing purposes. I did start this over on as a Linux set for it. So if you guys are wanting to see me finish this haul, you guys will be able to see it in the next video for it. So if you guys would like to see that, make sure you guys are followed, make sure you guys are happily subscribed. You may not think that you are subscribed, but you are probably subscribed. Where you've probably watched my content before. We usually typically, when I play American Truck or Euro Truck, we typically talk about politics. It's the one thing that we will talk about, or gaming news, in any way, shape, or form. So if you are interested in that, make sure you guys are followed. We also do follow down below, subscribed. If you are subscribed onto the YouTube side of things, YouTube pretty much we're live in the afternoons, playing this evenings for all of this, by any stretch of the means. But we will finish this haul here in the next episode. Actually, we will finish this in a live stream, just coming up. So if you guys have probably already seen the live stream and you guys want to know what's going on, that's going to be your best bet for it. But anyway, we will catch you guys happily in the next next video or live stream. Pretty much live streaming Monday through Friday from about 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday or 6, depending, and maybe depending later throughout, depending on how things go. But usually I typically go about 3 hours in the afternoons. But lately I have been live streaming out at night, for any of that I story live stream at night. Also, sometimes here on YouTube at night from 10, from about 9, 10 o'clock till pretty much about 11. I mean, not 11, till pretty much basically 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Depends on how things go. I have been staying up till 4 lately because I have been really been doing a lot of things within the game itself. Yep, as you guys can kind of see, we are going to get into some live streaming here shortly. So, anyway, like I said, make sure you guys hit that follow, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. If you guys would like to see some problems or fixes within Euro Truck or American Truck or any ounce of gameplay, make sure you guys are following. Check out the playlist from Humble Beginnings to showing you guys a little bit on how I've been playing throughout the previous series, with all of that through this playlist. For that, I will have a new playlist here. This will be the 2026 Euro Truck 2026 live streams, and then you'll have not only that, you'll have something from my past channel, something that YouTube recommends, and something from my other channel. Most likely, probably going to be a most recent haul from ThreadUp. But anyway, we will catch you guys in the next one.